Oli, how great was it to be back involved with the first team at the weekend?
Yeah, no, it was really good feeling, mate. It's been so long, I was just kind of wandering around the dressing room before the game. I didn't really know what to do with myself, but it was really good. Being back with the boys when you're injured, it is tough mentally. You try and be a part of it as much as you can and support the boys, but you do kind of feel on the peripheral of it. And being back involved was a really good feeling now, and it's time to kick on.
I was at the game at the back end of last season when you got injured, and you could clearly see at that stage of the season it was all building. You finally got in the team. I mean, just in terms of timing wise, how tough was that to deal with?
Yeah, no, it was tough. I think I've done something in a past life or something. So it was really frustrating because I felt fit, I felt good, I felt healthy, and like you said, the timing wasn't great. Obviously we knew it was going to be a big end towards the season, and there was already a couple of boys who was out injured, so it was frustrating. But it's one of them things in football. There's nothing you can do. I've had a couple of injuries over the last few years, whereas in my career before I've never really been injured, so it's a new thing for me to be dealing with. But hopefully now, touch wood, I'm past it. I feel very fit. I feel healthy. I feel strong, and ready to crack on, like I said.
I was going to ask about that. Do you feel 100% now? Do you feel as good as you have done for a long time?
Yeah, definitely. I feel the best I've felt as long as I can remember. I've put on quite a bit of weight. I feel really healthy, and with the running and stuff, I feel fit and strong, as fit as I can remember. Really, the gaffer and Jack and Tom have been really on me to kind of get to. The gaffer's always got this thing about me getting to Premier League levels of athleticism like I was before. He showed me my numbers of when I was doing well in the Premier League, and how my numbers can differ from when I'm not at it as much. So that was one thing he's been really on top of me about, and I'm definitely getting there.
Does that serve as a motivation? Is that something that you would look at and think, I want to hit them?
Definitely. I'm not as much kind of as a numbers guy as obviously that they are sports scientists and stuff, but when you see it clear as day on paper, it's hard to kind of argue with it, and it's something that you can definitely work towards. And I did feel good. I felt good, and it's something that it's never going to hurt me being fit and strong. So that's it's like I said, it's something to aim for.
In terms of the squad and where it's at now, clearly a couple of big hitters were lost in the summer with McGoldrick and Gibbs-White and a few others leaving. But do you feel with the players coming in that you've got such an exciting blend of attacking football, both up top and in midfield this year?
Yeah, definitely. We were talking about it today, with the squad, and you see, even with the boys that are out injured now, you've still got a few boys that are out, and the squad's ridiculous in terms of talent and size and depth in most positions. So as a squad, we're right up there in the league, and that's where we want to be up there in terms of positions.
And from a forward perspective, it appears that there's a real mix of youth and experience, and also a difference in how you all play. So do you feel that you're all going to have a part to play this year?
Definitely, yeah. I think, like you said, there's not really two strikers that are that similar in terms of how they play. They've got the experience because Bill's 47 years old, so he's got enough experience for us all. But then you got the young boys with the enthusiasm and the ability to come through as well. So I think there's a really nice mix for the gaffer to pick from there to find the right balance for each individual game.
So with that in mind, do you feel that you can get a regular kind of starting role this season, or are you going to have to be patient and potentially play one, miss one, that kind of thing, just like others in the squad?
No, I'm always aiming for a starting role. I don't think any of the boys will sit there and say that they want to be a bit part player, but that's a good thing. Driving each other on as strikers. We had that competition the first year in the Premier League with 5 or 6 strikers that all wanted to play, and the gaffer found a way to kind of get the right balance. And I think, like you say, you might have to miss one here and there, but your aim is to get that shirt and to keep it.
It's your 4th season now with the club. Just how important is this season in particular for you personally? Is it a bit make or break, would you say?
Yeah, I wouldn't say make or break. I'd say it's important. It's definitely important. I want to kick on. The last 2 seasons have been really frustrating for me, being injuries and performance-wise, but I've played in this division before. I know I can score goals in this division. I know I can play well in this division. So, it's just down to me to, like I say, I've got myself right physically. mentally just to kick on and get, like I said, get in a team, and once I'm in there, stay in there and contribute to the team going forward.
Even with the injuries and the other frustrations, do you feel that your goal ratio this season has to improve with this team, and clearly with the expectation and money that you signed for the club for?
Well, yeah, 'cause I think it can get worse after last year, but it's one of them things. Like I said, it's been frustrating. Last year I think I started more than three games in a row or something. So as a striker, it's never ideal. But yeah, of course, I'm not stupid. I know that my goal return needs to be better, even with all the other stuff, whatever's happened or whatever else you bring to the party as a striker. You're there to score goals. So yeah, that's without question. Yeah.
Do you still feel, even with that in concern, though, that you get an unfair amount of stick from the fan base at times here?
No, I don't. They pay the tickets. They pay to come and watch us. They're entitled to their own opinion. I don't think it's unfair. It's completely. Football's a opinions game. One manager can really like you, the next manager could not want you in the squad. It's the same with fans. So I don't take too much of that into consideration. The manager appreciates what I do. The boys in the dressing room appreciate me as a player, and that's what I try and hold myself to. The standards that I try and hold myself to. So as long as I know what I do, then the fans are more entitled. They're completely entitled to their own opinions.
How do you differ now from the player that arrived 3 years ago?
Well, I don't know. I think obviously the way that I played at Swansea was a lot different to the way that Sheffield United had played. So I had to learn a few new things. At times it was about maybe sacrificing things that I used to do just to get into the team and stay into the team, because of the way that we played. Strikers have to play different here compared to what they did at Swansea. I feel like I've turned into more of a target man here than what I was at Swansea, which I'm more than happy to do. And like I say, I think maybe more of a team player here than what I was at Swansea. Whereas I can. Yeah, a lot to do with sacrificing for the team here, and the strikers have a lot of work to do, both going forward and defensively. So apart from that, yeah, I don't think there's too many dissimilars. I can't remember what I was like at Swansea anyway, so I'm sure more people will be able to tell me what I was like than that. It's too long ago. But I'm just concentrating on this season. Like I say, I feel as fit as I have done in years, and I feel as physically strong as I have done in years, and I feel like I've missed the game so much over the last few months, and even last year, I missed it because I wasn't really playing it, So I've got that bit back between my teeth where I can't wait to get back out there and get at it.
Win, loss and a draw to start the season so far. Back-to-back home games this week. How big an opportunity is that to get the season properly up and running?
Definitely. Everyone knows how strong we are at Sheffield United. I think there's not much tougher places to go in the Championship than Bramall Lane. I know that being an opposition player and a home player here, I felt like the first year in the Prem especially, half the times we'd already got a result before we'd started the game when we were at home. Like I say, it's not an easy place to come, and we know how strong we are. So 4 points after the 3 games, we felt a bit disappointed after the game on Saturday, but maybe before the game, we knew Middlesbrough's a tough place to go. They're going to be decent at home, I think, this year. I think they'll cause a few upsets. But now you say if we kick on and get 2 good results over the next two games at home, which we're more than capable of doing, it'll be a real good start to the season. Is
there a genuine belief with the squad that has been assembled already, and I know there's a couple of weeks of the transfer window left, that you can go one further than last year? Admittedly, injuries clearly played their part last year, but is there that belief that there's the quality there to take that next step?
Yeah, I think so. That's always our aim. Everyone knows that. I don't think that's a secret. With the squad that we have, we should be competing right up there at the top of the league. And the aim is of course to get promoted. But like you say, it's the 4th game of the season, so we're not getting ahead of ourselves. But we want to get that record, like we did last year under Hecky, at home, to be a real tough place to come and to make it as hard for teams as possible to come.